I mean, it means a lot, but as a teammate and just having guys right here beside me, our team is trying to make history. We're not just trying to look at individual stats and things like that. Like, we trying to do something so much bigger than this. And then, obviously, the defense put us in a predicament for us to break all those records because defense wins championships, and they definitely won this game for us today.
Jameis, can you talk about your emotions this whole week and culminating tonight, what that meant to you, be able to end the week in a way like this and win the championship?
Well, this whole week, I mean, it was very high emotion because we wanted to win this championship so bad, and we talked to the guys because we ain't won a championship like as a team. Like, we ain't won a championship so long, like individual, like undefeated championship. That hasn't happened in a long time. So we were looking forward to having an undefeated season, and it really wasn't about the game. It was about how we went out there, and prepared, and how we fought, and how bad that we want to win this. I can speak about having myself that I came into the game very overhyped. I haven't been that hyped for a game since probably the Miami game, which I threw 2 interceptions in. So, I mean, when you come into a game like that with high intensity and just wanting to do it so bad, just wanting to just do the best you can so bad. And like you said, it's not an individual thing because we got a victory. So at the end of the day, if I had a bad performance, it doesn't matter. We still ACC champions, and nobody can take that back. Oh, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing just because I think my teammates more relieved than what I was. I mean, because it meant a lot to not only me, but a lot to them. So, I mean, of course, it was a process, but, I mean, we got to keep moving forward. It's not for as a team-wise, we got our main goal, and our main goal is getting that national championship.
Back of the room, back right.
This is for the players. Florida State didn't get a lot of hype at the beginning of the year. Was there a turning point in the season when you felt like you were the best team in the country, or did you feel like you were going to be at this position at the end of the year?
Yeah, the turning point was the spring football when we started. And we knew we was gonna have a special year ever since then. And then I can speak for all of us. I think it really just carried on, like, because most people think of Florida State of this team that always lack, this team of sort of say villains, but we out there working just as hard as everybody else. And in my opinion, we got the hardest practices in the whole country. So I don't really agree with we were overlooked or something like that. I just think that people were waiting to feel our presence. People were waiting for Florida State to do what we're doing right now. Poise and leadership. I learned from my mistakes. Obviously, I got to get better in that aspect because I am young. And, of course, I try to get hype and try to get the team into it. But I got to have poise. I got to have more leadership where I don't have to be the loud guy all the time. That's what we got Telvin for. But obviously I got to keep going. I got to keep getting better. And that's one thing about being a quarterback. I mean, you don't have days like that. You're going to throw some picks. And then, like, I'm not just trying to have an excuse because Coach Fisher always tell me we don't got pockets in football pants. So that probably was a little excuse about the Miami game. But obviously I got to prepare more and just get better on. I mean, I'm just glad we there. I mean, Coach Fisher, he puts me in my place. So he puts me in my place. And yeah, go ahead. For example,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's. I can't really, because he does it in so many ways. I mean, he's like a father. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the father got to beat you. Sometimes the father gotta yell at you, and sometimes the father just got to cope you.
Jameis, Mark Schwartz with ESPN. Can you explain all the emotions you've had over the last few weeks and how much of a burden was lifted over the last 72 hours with the win and the result?
Well, I don't feel that it was a burden because actually the football field is our sanctuary. So every time I stepped on the field, every time we step on that field, everything outside of us, everything that's happened outside of our family is just zoned out. Because that's how we do it. The Syracuse game, when everything came up, we took the initiative as a team, like, hey, let's focus. Let's get this done. Let's make this happen. And we just kept, it was a process because we knew that we had one goal set on our mind. And right now, we haven't reached that goal yet, but we headed there. We got the utmost respect for everybody that we play. But at the end of the day, like Jonah said, we Florida State and they're University of Auburn. And me being from Alabama, I'm going to be excited to play this game. Coach Fisher coaching Alabama, I'm going to be excited to play this game. And it's a man that me and Coach Fisher both love on their coaching staff, and his name is Damian Craig. So we're not going to get involved in all this SEC, ACC stuff because we didn't made it. We didn't made it to it, and we're not done yet. We fear no one. What'd you say, Coach? Our opponent has no face, so we don't care.